Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching. Today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite baby and toddler toys. And these are great toys for development. And if you are unaware, I am a pediatric physical therapist. So these toys are some of my favorite to use at work with the kids that I'm helping, and some of these toys are favorites that I used with my daughter Seeley as well, who is now 2.5. So let's go ahead and get into showing these toys, and I'm going to show them up here on the screen for you guys. So the first one I want to share with you is the Baby Einstein Glow and Discover Light Bar Activity Station. That's a really long name. It's just a little tummy time toy is what I mostly use it for. You can also use it in sitting. The great thing about it is that you can lay it down flat, and then it also has a piece that comes out and you can prop it up. It plays sounds. It also plays music. And when I say sounds, it has like animal sounds, there are piano sounds, and then it also plays music. It's got a little spinny toy on it as well that the little ones love. So I absolutely love this toy for at work. I did not have this toy for Seeley, but this is like a staple toy of mine to use at work. So kids absolutely love this one, and it's a really good way to get them engaged in tummy time. The next one on the list is the Baby Einstein Take-Along Tunes. This one was key for us to have in the car, in the stroller. It just plays Baby Einstein's like classical music, and it does light up a little bit, but not anything that's like too overstimulating, and it is relatively inexpensive. I think we picked ours up at like TJ Maxx for like $7 or $8. Seeley actually still listens to this toy today, so it doesn't go out of style, y'all. It just doesn't. So anyways, this is also a great toy. Another really awesome toy for little tiny babies is like crinkle toys. The one I'm showing you here is called Taggy's Crinkle Me Toys, and I'm showing you the Fox version because Seeley had a very similar toy to this that we got from Walmart for her, and she absolutely loved making the noises, chewing on it, feeling the different textures. This is such a good toy for sensory play when they are so tiny, and again, it's a relatively inexpensive toy, really good for fine motor skills, grasping, that kind of thing. So the next one I'm going to show you is a toy that Seeley actually still uses today. It is the Bee Toys Wooden Activity Cube. This is not the exact version that she has. I think hers is like the zoo, and this one's more like a farm. But it's the same exact toy, just a different like color scheme, and she still plays with this. There are letters on one side, peekaboo animals on another. There are things to do on top of it. It is all around just a great toy. When she was smaller, she would pull up to stand on this toy. It's really sturdy and just a well-rounded toy to have in your home. Another great toy for gross motor skill development is a play gym. The one I'm showing you here is the Skip Hop Baby Play Gym. This one comes with a tummy time mat. There are things for them to bat at, and all of this is really great for gross motor development, learning how to roll over, reaching against gravity. Probably everything I'm saying to you sounds like Greek, but any time that a baby is on the floor exploring their environment is a really amazing thing for them to be doing. It is so much better for them to be on the floor exploring their environment than it is for them to be sitting in what I would refer to as a baby container, like a bumbo seat, an exerciser, a jumper, a baby walker. I could go on and on and on. Something like this baby gym is going to get you more bang for your buck. And honestly, Seeley played with hers for quite a while. She would crawl to it, she would pull up on the little arches into a tall kneeling position, and then play with the toys on top. Obviously we were right there with her because it's not like super sturdy, because it's not meant to be pulled up on. But anyways, it is just a great toy to have when they are itty bitty because it helps them explore. So the next thing I want to share with you is the Hape Raindrops Rain Stick. This is the exact one that Seeley has, and I absolutely love rain sticks for little ones because it really catches their attention, especially if you were working on rolling with them or tracking toys, holding on to toys and flipping it over back and forth. It's kind of like a rattle, but I feel like it can be used for much longer, even as they get older, because this one, it has like a little spinner on the inside as well, instead of just having the holes where it falls through. So it brings a little more visual interest to the toy. But a rain stick is always a great toy to have. Getting into the little bit more expensive toys is a pickler triangle. If you can either make yourself a pickler triangle, I know people sell plans to them on Etsy. You could probably just Google plans for them and find them for free on the internet. If you don't want to make it yourself, you can buy them from a variety of sources. We got ours off of Etsy, and it literally came from Georgia, the country, not the state. And Seeley still plays with it. She absolutely loves it, and it gets her energy out. It helps her strength and get some sensory play in as well, because she is such a sensory seeker. It is just all around a good toy to have because she can also crawl underneath of it and make a tent out of it. It is really just an amazing, versatile toy to get that you will be able to have for a long time. And if you are more of a minimalist toy type person, I highly recommend a pickler triangle because there's so much you can do with it, and it can really grow with the child. So that kind of justifies the price tag just a little bit. And when they do get older, because it is typically a well-made toy, you can always resell it, and you can probably resell it for at least 50 to 75% of what you paid for it. So really, you're not going to lose much money on it. So the last toy that I would recommend for like babies, like up to a year old-ish, would be the Leapfrog 3-in-1 Get Up and Go walker. And the reason I recommend this particular push toy, and I say push toy instead of walker because a lot of people get really confused between a push toy and a walker, because when I say walker, they may think of like the baby walkers that they sit in and walk themselves. And to me, you don't need a baby walker. You need a push toy, something that they hold on to and they walk with. And this particular push toy has the toys on top, and a lot of the like Fisher Price ones, even like the VTech ones, all of the toys are on the front of them, and so when they're standing with them, they can't play with any of the toys unless they're on the wrong side of it. So this one has all the toys on top. It is multi-positional, so I think that's what's great about it as well, because the kid can use it for much longer. And another great thing about it is that you can adjust the resistance on the wheels to make it either easier or harder for them to push the toy, which is important. At least in my world, it's important because typically kids are not ready to walk with a push toy until they're ready to walk independently. Usually if you can walk with a push toy, you can walk without a push toy, because if you can walk with a push toy, you're having to control your own momentum and the momentum of the toy itself. But since this does have like controllable resistance of the wheels, that does make it a little bit easier to control the toy. So that's a kind of beneficial for new walkers that are still learning how to walk and control the momentum. Let's go ahead and move on to 2-year-old and up-ish gifts. And we're gonna go into puzzles first. So Seeley absolutely loves puzzles, and so I think the Melissa and Doug puzzles are awesome because they're wooden, and so they last a little bit better in my opinion. So I wanted to show you 2 different puzzles, the animal puzzles and the shape puzzles, because I couldn't find the Chuckle and Roar animals and shapes that Seeley got last year. I don't know if they like discontinued it or what, but she absolutely loves those puzzles. She uses the animals to pretend with, and she uses it as so much more than a puzzle. And so that's why I really think that these animal puzzles are awesome. Another great toy for developing fine motor skills is this hedgehog peg toy. I use this toy a lot at work. I don't particularly work on fine motor skills, but I play with this toy with my 2-year-old age range kids a lot because they really love it. He is so cute, and Seeley has one too. She really likes it, and so I integrate this toy into my sessions a lot, whether it's going up and down the stairs or balancing or whatever. So another toy that Seeley absolutely loves and I think is great for 2-year-olds is the Melissa and Doug geometric stacker. It has 3 sets of stackers, and so it is great for like mixing and matching the stackers. It's great for her to figure out which stackers go with which, and like smallest to biggest and all of that. She plays with this stacker all of the time, and so I highly recommend this one. And it's wooden and it has held up amazing over the last year. Another Melissa and Doug toy that she absolutely loves are their classic blocks. The ones that we got are from Amazon, and it came with this pull wagon that is shown in the picture. She loves putting other things in it to pull around, the blocks to pull around, and it's also nice to have something to store the blocks in and make sure that you still have all of the blocks, because sometimes things do just go missing no matter how organized you try to stay. But I really find that these classic blocks are really just like a staple in what she plays with, and she is learning some letter recognition and color recognition from these blocks as well, which is just kind of interesting because that's not really like why we got the blocks, but it's just kind of a side benefit to the blocks. Also, I know I included a lot of Melissa and Doug stuff in here, but I swear I am not affiliated or anything like that with Melissa and Doug. I just really like their toys. So another toy that she has really enjoyed that I think is great is the Crayola light up doodle board, and she has played with this nonstop. The best thing about it is that it is mess free. There is no mess. She can't go coloring where she's not supposed to go coloring, but she can still draw with her finger. She's actually also used other things to draw with on there, like pegs from the hedgehog as a pencil or like a stylus. And so it's been really interesting seeing like little drawings that she's come up with. My only complaint about it is that there's no way to like erase it. You just have to basically go like this and move the gel back around. But it does light up in a bunch of different colors, and then there's also music that you can play with it as well. But you don't have to play the music, which is a nice feature. You can just do the lights. So that's awesome as well. And you also don't have to use the lights if you don't want to. So the last thing on this list is a Strider bike. I think all kids should have a Strider bike. It is a great gross motor toy to have, to learn balance, to learn reciprocal movement with their feet. And Seeley absolutely loves hers. If you have not watched my last video showing you guys what we're getting her for Christmas, I'll link it up in the cards. But she's kind of graduating from her Strider bike to a Stasic bike. I'm sure we're gonna keep her Strider bike because she loves it. And there is a time and place for the Strider versus the Stasic. But the Strider bike, you literally cannot go wrong with having a Strider bike before upgrading to having a bike with pedals. There is really no like wrong time to get a balance bike, and it is a good way for them to learn core strength and balance and managing both their balance while managing the handlebars and steering. It is really just a good stepping stone and good practice for all of the above to prepare them to ride an actual bicycle that has pedals. So those are all of my recommendations for babies and toddlers. If you have anything else that was not listed in this list that you really like, put it down in the comments below. I would really love to hear it. Please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.